A very good morning, my dear students. Hope you all are safe and healthy. So, today we are going to begin with the explanation of the chapter The Butterfly Mountain's Shadow. As I told you yesterday, that this chapter has been written by an Indian author, Tara Gandhi, and she is not only an author but also a wildlife conservationist. Okay, she reminiscence about the trek she undertook in Sri Lanka. Climbing up the steep steps to the mountain of Adams Peak in Sri Lanka, she narrates her experience of the climb, which is also the migration route for more than 60 species of butterflies between December and May every year, in a very lucid manner. This is all what we discussed yesterday, right? See, children, I told you this is something like when we go to Mata Vaishno Devi, we also have similar kind of trek. Those who want to go on foot, okay. We also go means a lot of similarity is there. When we go to Vaishno Devi, we also go to a pilgrimage, okay. We also go to a pilgrimage. Pilgrimage is what? A place that is a place of worship, okay. So it is somewhat similar to that, right? So let's begin with the explanation. Many people love to travel and explore nature in all its glory. Why do you think people want to travel to places that are known for their natural beauty? Share your response in the class. Now, as we are not in the class, you can share your response with me on WhatsApp, okay? So you can do this way. See, first thing I told you, what are the benefits of travel? That we get first hand knowledge, right? Second thing, we get a chance, or we should say that, rather, we should say that we are lucky that God has blessed us with such opportunity that we are able to witness the beauty of nature, the beauty of rising sun, the beauty of mountains, the beauty of rivers, the beauty of chopping words, okay. These are all what? These are all the nature, the natural aspect. These are all the part of nature. When we get an opportunity to witness such beautiful elements of nature, we should consider ourselves lucky, because not everyone get a chance to witness all those beautiful things in nature, okay. Now read this passage that describes the experience of the narrator during a visit to a steep shrine on a mountain top in Sri Lanka. You people might have seen this word written, shrine board. Whosoever goes to Vaishno Devi, he brings a bag that is full of some prasad, okay, and on that it is written Vaishno Devi Mata Shrine Board something. So what is shrine board? Shrine board is something, a board in which there are five means many people are involved, and they form a board and they take care all the maintenance of that place, okay. Shrine. Now shrine is what? Shrine is a religious place. What is shrine? Shrine is a religious place on a mountain top. Okay, mountain top in Sri Lanka. So read this passage that describes the experience of a narrator during a visit to a steep shrine. Steep means a slope rising and falling sharply. As I told you yesterday also. What did I tell you? Sorry. Steep. What is steep? This is what is steep, okay. Rising and falling sharply means very sharp slope. When we have, then it is known as steep. Shrine is what? A religious place on a mountain top in Sri Lanka. So here in this passage, the narrator is going to share her experience that he had during her visit on a slope, on a steep mountain that is famous for some, or you can say that is a religious place in the mountain top of Sri Lanka. Experience the narrator's rich descriptions of beauty that surrounds her and learn about her feelings during the visit. Now, after reading this chapter, what we will do? We will be able, what will be the outcome? We will be able to experience the rich description of the beauty of nature that surrounds her, and learn about her feelings, that how does a person feel when he sees such kind of beautiful things all around him or her. We will get to know about all these things. Now let's begin with the reading. Anepao, Anepao, I heard a gentle voice say. Anepao, I heard a gentle voice say. Gentle means kind. Anepao. Now, Anepao is what? Anepao is uh, the what? It is a language of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka. Anepao, I heard a gentle voice say. A gentle voice, a kind voice was saying, Anepao, Anepao. A little lady in a white sari was looking at me sympathetically, shaking her head as she repeated the words which mean, oh, poor thing, in Sinhala language. Sinhala, as yesterday also I told you, that Sinhala is what? Sinhala is the official language of Sinhala is the language of Sri Lanka. Okay, so in Sinhala she was speaking two words, Anepao, Anepao. What is this meaning? What is the meaning of this Anepao? As this has been mentioned in this line, a poor thing. What is the meaning? A poor thing. She was shaking her head, and she was quite old. Shaking her head means it means shows that she was quite old. And looking at me, she was wearing a white sari, and she was looking at the narrator, at Tara, and she was repeating the words that Sinhala, Sinhala language word that were Anepau, Anepau, and the meaning of those words were a poor thing. I was sweating profusely. I was sweating. Sweating means perspiring. I was perspiring means when we run, when we play for a lot of time, or when we sit in hot season or in sunlight. Okay, what happens? We start sweating. Sweating, you understand, na? The water, that watery substance that come out of our body. Okay, when it is very hot. Okay, or when we are running for a long time, or when we are doing some hard work for a long time. Okay, so some physical hard work. Okay, so for example, running, playing, gymming, or exercising. Okay, all these things, right? So I was sweating profusely. Now he's saying, sorry, the narrator is saying, she's saying that she was sweating profusely. Now can anyone tell me why she was sweating profusely? Why profusely means in a large amount. Why she was sweating in a large amount? Why? Because she was walking for a long time, and that is the reason she was sweating, right? Breathing hard. And when we climb mountains, you people might have all visited some or other mountains, I know it very well. Okay, and you might have all climbed the mountains also. Okay, so have you ever felt the change in your breath? See, when we climb a mountain, what happens? We start breathing hard. So same thing was happening, because it is very difficult to climb, and when we are coming down, we come down with no time and without any difficulty. Okay, and this is the game of some gravitational force also. Why? When we are when we are going up, what happens? Gravitational force pulls us downwards. Okay, and what we are doing, we are moving in the opposite direction. Instead of going down, we are going up. So we have to push our body a lot to climb a mountain. And while we are coming down, what happens? Due to gravitational force, we come down very easily and quickly. Understood? So, and that is the reason that we start breathing very hard when we climb a mountain. So the same thing was happening with Tara Gandhi also, that when she was climbing the mountain, she was breathing hard. Almost collapsing. Almost collapsing means almost she was about to fall down. Okay, her condition was so pathetic that she was almost she was about to fall down with exhaustion after climbing for more than 2 hours up and the steep mountain path to Adam's Peak in Sri Lanka. Exhaustion, she was very exhausted. Why she was exhausted? Because she was walking for a long period of time. Okay, so this exhaustion means a state of extreme physical and mental tiredness. She was physically also tired, she was mentally also tired, she was not even able to say anything, she was not even able to walk now. After climbing for more than 2 hours up the steep mountain path to Adams Peak in Sri Lanka. After climbing for more than 2 hours. After climbing for more than 2 hours means for last 2 hours she was climbing. Now many of you will say that ma'am, in 2 hours climb nobody can get tired. See beta, this depends on mountain to mountain. As I can tell you the difference, like in some hilly region you will find mountains like this, okay, this kind of slope, okay, this kind of slope. Like in Masuri, Shimla, you will find this kind of slope, means not a very steep slope, okay. But if you will go to Nainital, you will find this kind of slope, understood, a steep slope. So it is easy to climb the mountains that are there in Masuri and Shimla, but it is difficult to climb the mountains of Nainital. This I myself have experienced, okay. So this I am telling you through my experience, that when, so what, why it becomes difficult, when the slope is not that much steep. That much steep means sorry, when the slope is not that much steep, like this, it is like this, then it is not so difficult. But if it is like this, then it is very difficult. And the mountain that we are talking about in this chapter had this kind of slope, clear, a very steep slope. And that is the reason she was very tired. She was moving where? She was moving towards the steep mountain path to Adams Peak in Sri Lanka. Adams Peak, as I told you, it is a religious place. People from different religion believe that it is famous for different reason, okay. Along with 4 friends. Now she was not alone. See, when we go on such kind of trips, we should not go alone. Why? Because there is nobody to talk, there is nobody to take care. Then what happens? We feel bored and we feel tired very soon. But if we are in a group, especially friends, then what happens? We can shout, we can do anything, and that helps us to reduce our what we can say tiredness, okay, because we are diverting our mind in other entertaining things while climbing. Okay, so along with our 4 friends, I had started the trek from the base of the mountain around midnight. She's saying that around midnight, around 12 o'clock, midnight means 12, 1 o'clock, she started the trek from the base of the mountain. I remember when I had gone to, this might have happened with you also people, when I had gone to Vaishno Devi, I started at midnight and reached to the temple, to the shrine early in the morning. So same thing is going to happen here also. She is saying that along with 4 friends, I started the trek from the base of the mountain around midnight. Around midnight, she started her trek, which is the correct time to be able to reach the summit at dawn to watch the spectacular sunrise for which it is famous. I had started the trek. She's saying she started a trek. Trek means a long journey made on foot. Okay, a long journey that we undertake on foot, then it is known as trek. Okay, from the base of the mountain. From the base of the mountain means from the very beginning point. Okay, around midnight. When did she start? She started around midnight, which is the correct time to be able to reach. And if she might have done pre-planning, she might have done some homework and calculated the time, that how much time will it take to reach to the summit um, early in the morning. Okay, at dawn. Dawn means the first appearance of light in the sky before sunrise. Okay, early in the morning, like you can say 4 o'clock or 4:30. Okay, when the sun rays is not there in the sky. Okay, so she's saying that which is the correct time to be able to reach the summit. Summit means top of the mountain. To watch the spectacular. Spectacular means eye-catching sunrise. Eye-catching sunrise, for which it is famous. Because this place, this Adams Peak is famous for what? This Adams Peak is famous for this sunrise only. Means it is famous for the footprint of some deity, but along with it, it is also famous for the spectacular view of the sunrise. So we can say that it is famous for two things, rather three things. Third thing also we will come to know. Okay, it was about 2 a.m. and pitch dark all around. She is saying it is around 2 a.m. and pitch dark. Pitch dark means completely dark. Not a single person was visible. Okay, all around except for a snaking row of lights along the path going impossibly up, almost. First, let's see this line. It was about 2 a.m. and pitch dark all around, except for a snaking row of lights. Snaking row of lights means moving row of lights. Snaking means moving row of lights along the path going impossibly high up. Okay, as you can see, just let me show the picture. I just wanted to come later on this page, but just want to show you the picture. See, as you can see here, okay, as you can see here, what is it? There is just a row of light visible, right? What is visible? Just a row of light visible here, right? So she is saying that it was about 2 a.m. and pitch dark, completely dark all around except for a snaking row of lights. Snaking row of light means moving row of lights. It seemed as if the row of light was also moving along with them. Along the path going impossibly high up. Along the path, as the path was going up, similarly this moving light was also going up. Means this lighting was done from the beginning base point to the top of the mountain, so that the people who want to, what was the purpose of lighting this whole path, so that the people who wanted to see the sunrise can undertake the trek during night hours. Understood? That is the reason the whole path was arranged with lights, and that is what she is saying, that as soon as she was moving up, she could find that as the path was going up, the lights were also following. Clear? Almost disappearing into the sky. Maybe that is why Adam's Peak is also called, what is it called? I think one line is left up. Almost disappearing into the sky. Maybe that is why Adam's Peak is also called Swarg Arohanam, climb to heaven. Almost disappearing into the sky, and it seemed like if it is a, I told you, steep mountain like this. Okay, if you will see from here, this point, you will be able to see till this point, not till here. You will find people might have seen that when we go to mountains, okay, it seems that on which mountain we are, after that just there are 2-3 more mountains, and then there is nothing. You people might have just close your eyes and think about it, visualize it, that when we go on mountains, this I feel this happens. Okay, that when we go on mountains, we mean, suppose our car is on particular mountain, and from there wherever our eyes go, we see, and what do we find, that now there is an end of the mountains. But when we go into those mountains are never ending. Okay, these mountains can take us to Afghanistan also, take us to Pakistan also, means to different countries also, through these mountains only, right? So these mountains have no end, but still it seems as if they are going to the sky, and this is the last mountain now, but it never happens. This is just our illusion, right? So she is saying maybe that is why Adam's Peak is also called, and that is the reason she is saying that Adam's Peak is also known as Swarg Arohanam. Swarg Arohanam means climb to heaven. Heaven means Swarg. Okay, climb means chadna, means Arohanam means chadna. Swarg means heaven. Okay, Swarg means heaven and Arohanam means climb. Okay, so Swarg Arohanam. I realized to my dismay means surprise, that the rest of the way was going to be an even more strenuous climb up an almost vertical stairway to the mountain top. I realized, he's saying that he felt that, to my dismay, to her surprise, that rest of the way was going to be an even more strenuous climb. Strenuous means involving a lot of effort or energy. A lot of strain they will have to take to climb that mountain. It was very steep. Okay, up an almost vertical stairway to the mountain way. Now, what is the difference between? You might have heard two words, vertical and horizontal. Now, what is vertical? See, this is known as vertical and this is known as horizontal. So, she is talking about this. Means this was like a standing, like as if she was going on a mountain that is standing in front of her and she was trying to climb on that. Okay, so vertical stairway, now these were not the flat slopes, there were what stairways. Most pilgrims who come to this sacred mountain may have done this marathon 2243-meter climb many times. Means there might be many pilgrims means people traveling to a sacred place for religious purpose. Okay, who came to this sacred mountain. Sacred means holy mountain, may have done this marathon. She is calling this trek of 2243-meter as a marathon to climb many times. Means she is saying there might be many courageous people who would have climbed this mountain many times, but for me and my companions it was an experience of a lifetime, one of the toughest. She is saying, but for her and her companions, how many companions were there? Can anyone tell me? Four friends. She told na in the beginning paragraph that there were four friends of hers, right? Four friends. It was an experience of a lifetime. Means it was a lifetime experience. Lifetime experience is what? That you are going to forget never. Okay, so same thing she is saying, that it was a lifetime experience for her, one of the toughest experience. What kind of experience? One of the toughest experience till date. Adam's Peak is also known by a number of names in Sri Lanka. As we discussed yesterday also, in Sri Lanka, Adam's Peak is also known by different names. It is a pilgrimage spot for people of many religions because of footprint shaped carving on a rock at the summit. See, it is a pilgrimage. Pilgrimage means a place of worship for people of many religions, people of really different religions, people who follow different kinds of religion. For them, because of a footprint. Why? Because there is a footprint shaped carving. Carving means sculpture. Okay, there is a sculpture that has the shape of a foot on a rock at the summit, and that is where it is there, on a rock. Means nobody has, no human being has made it. It is a natural. Okay, it is natural over there, which is worshipped by all, and that is this footprint is worshipped by all kind of people following all kind of religion. Okay, it for Buddhists it is Shripada, the foot of the Buddha. Hindu consider it Shivapadam, the footprint of Shiva, while Muslim and Christian consider it to be the footprint of Adam, from which it has its English name. So what is he saying? That for Buddhists it is Sripada, for Hindus it is Shivapadam, means the footprint of Lord Shiva, and for Muslim and Christians it is Adam's Peak. So what all the names are famous? The names of the summit are, it is famous as the Shripada, the footprint of Lord Buddha, the footprint of Lord Krishna in not Krishna, Shiva, the footprint of Shiva, while Muslims and Christians consider it to be the footprint of Adam, from which it has its English name. Clear? Interestingly, the mountain is also the migration route for butterflies. And interestingly, one more thing is there, means this Adams Peak is, you can say, is a storehouse of many interesting things. Like the foot. See, you people might have seen that if it is a place of worship, and Hindus say that in India, you people might have seen, you people might have heard about that Ayodhya. Muslims say that it is their place, and Hindus say that it is their place, and it is a reason for many clashes between two religions, right? Hindu and Muslim. But here nobody is fighting. They all are coming to worship this place with their own faith. Okay, what is their faith? Like Buddhists have a faith that it is the footprint of Lord Buddha. Hindus have a faith where they come with this faith that it is the footprint of Lord Shiva. Muslims and Christians come with the faith that this is the footprint of Adam, and nobody has any ill will for others. Everyone is coming to that place, worshipping and praying and going. No one has. So, this is one of the attractions. Second attraction, I told you, the sunrise. Third attraction, as I discussed with you, the shadow of the mountain. And fourth attraction is, interestingly, the mountain is also the migration route for butterflies. This is a migration route for butterflies. See, butterflies, you people might have seen, they look so beautiful. Okay, as yesterday somebody asked me that what is orange point butterfly. This is when a butterfly has this orange color on the tip of the wing, then it is known as orange tipped butterfly. Okay, clear? So, which give interestingly, the mountain is also the migration route for butterflies, which give it one more name. What is the other name? Saman Alkanda. I told you yesterday, Saman Alkanda, meaning butterfly mountain, and that is the reason it is also known by the name of butterfly mountain in Sinhala. In Sinhala means, in Sri Lankan language, Saman Alkanda means the butterfly mountain. As thousands of butterflies flit uphill from the plains, as thousands of butterflies, flit means move swiftly and lightly uphill from the plains across the country towards Shripada. Towards Shripada every year between December and May. Every year, which month? Between December and May. Means December, January, February, March, April, May. 6 months of the year. Right? 6 months of the year. A legend says, a story means a famous legend says that they too are on a pilgrimage. Means there are some legendary stories, famous some stories among the masses are famous that these butterflies also go on a pilgrimage to take a glimpse of those Shripada. Okay, so this is the belief of the people. It is an extraordinary sight. It is an extraordinary sight means exceptional sight. You will not find such kind of scene anywhere else. That people say looks almost like a light hailstorm. That people say means the people who live over there, they say as if look like a hailstorm, a storm in which small balls of ice fall like rain. Means these butterflies come in thousands of number, and it seems as if it is not butterfly from far away place, it seems like a hailstorm is there on the mountain, because they are already also very small and flying. It seems it is not a ice, it is hailstorm. Okay, they are not butterfly, they are hailstorm. It seems like this. More than 60 species make this long annual journey. How many species of butterflies come there? 60, more than 60. Okay, it is a great number, more than 60 species. Okay, so this annual journey, some of them are the larger varieties such as the great orange tip. This is the great orange tip butterfly. See, it has what? Orange tip. Okay, so this is the great orange tip. Okay, butterfly. Some of them are larger varieties such as great orange tip, the lemon emigrant, as I yesterday showed you the PPT in which in that there was one butterfly in second number that was in lemon color. Okay, so lemon that has lemon color, and some common albatross. Some common albatross means white colors or very commonly found. Okay, which are pale colored with fast and strong flight. They are pale colored and very fast when if you talk about their speed of flying. Some are tiny ones that fly weakly, and the dark colored such as the quaker or the common hedge blue. Okay, so these are all the variety of these all. This all written now. See how many are written: great orange tip, the lemon emigrant, the common albatross, then common hedge blue, quaker, dark colored. Okay, these are all what varieties of butterfly. Okay, the species of butterflies. Along the way, they stop for mud pudding on the ground to absorb salt and minerals from wet soil along the moisture, or settle on flowers to sip nectar. Now, see, everyone, if a person is doing hard work, the person needs a lot of fuel. Like, suppose you want to drive a car or scooter, you need petrol to run it, right? Similarly, we want to run our body, okay, then what do we need? We need fuel. What is our fuel? Food. Similarly, when the butterflies have to live their life, they also want to fly up to the mountain. Then what do they need? They also need fuel. What do they need? They also need fuel. So to arrange that fuel, what do they do? Either they sit on the flowers to suck nectar, or what do? They sit on the mud to take what? Salt and minerals, so that they can boost their immunity, they can increase the power of their body and can fly to the top of the mountain. Clear? Sri Lanka known as the emerald. Now emerald is what? Emerald is a green color gemstone, a precious stone, okay, that is used to make jewelry. Okay, it is studied in jewelry. And this emerald, if you will go to Taj Mahal, if you go to Jaipur, different forts, in these forts there are some palaces that are made up of white marble with beautiful carvings, okay, on that. In that, if you people will be able to find green color stone studded over there in the walls, okay, then you can understand that is what is emerald. It is a precious stone. Okay, so and it is in green color, so that is the reason Sri Lanka known as Emerald Isle, because of its lush greenery. Because there is lush greenery means a lot of greenery is there in Sri Lanka, and that is the reason it is also known as Emerald Isle. Is home to nearly 250 species of butterflies, and feed and breed among the leafy trees and beautiful flowering plants. She's saying that is home. See, she's talked in the previous paragraph, she talked about 60 species of butterflies. That 60 species migrate, this mountain is the migrating route of those 60 butterflies, right? But here she's saying that there are 250 species of butterflies that feed and breed among the leafy trees. Among the leafy trees means such a dense forest are there, and among those dense forest, beautiful butterflies take birth and survive by eating something or else. And beautiful flowering plants, and they suck nectar from beautiful flowering plants. Adam's Peak too is covered with greenery and is one of the tallest mountain in the island country. This is Sri Lanka is an island. You people might have seen where is Sri Lanka. You people might have seen that this is India. Okay, this is the part of India, southern part, and Sri Lanka is here. Okay, here this. So this is what? This is an island because it is surrounded by when a certain part is surrounded by water from all sides, it is known as island. Okay, so Sri Lanka is an island. Understood? Sri Lanka is an island. He's saying that Adam's Peak too is covered with greenery and is one of the tallest mountain in the island country. In this island country, this is the tallest mountain and is covered with greenery all around. Standing on its own, a little away from the other ranges of the area, it looks like a massive. Let's mark it till here, till country. Okay, till country. Till country you mark, right? Okay. After that, we will be continuing tomorrow. Please go through this, write down the word meanings in your notebook, as well as I will be sending some written work for notebook also, right?